Hi, I'm Iris Zinck, and I'm delighted to be part of another qualifier leading up to the International Top Cat Challenge. This qualifier is put on by the Midwest region with a baseball theme. They have called it the Feline Fall Classic. I think it's adorable. I want to thank the sponsors of this show, the clubs that helped support it, and Felicity Lane and Zymox, who are, I believe, contributing prizes. And most of all, I want to thank the Midwest region team because I am just so impressed by how everybody pulled together to make this show a success. The Premiership class was probably the toughest class I had to judge in this show. A lot of gorgeous cats. It was really hard to leave some of them out. But this is where I ended up. My 15th best cat in Premiership is something you absolutely do not see every day. It is a Scottish, long-haired Scottish straight, not a CFA recognized breed at this point in time. According to the standard from its home association, this girl is supposed to have medium to small ears, which she certainly does, and they are supposed to have generous furnishings, which they do. She's supposed to have lovely, round, large eyes, which she does, and a muzzle with well-developed whisker pads. See them? She's got everything her standard calls for. Beautiful markings, a silky full coat. I love that tail. And I just thought she was a charming little girl. She's only 8 months old. I wanted to show her off to you. Here she is, my 15th best cat in Premiership. Now, this guy gets the We Tried the Hardest prize. He didn't just submit a video. It was a slideshow inside a video. So it would go from him playing with a toy to a lovely still picture of him, to him playing with another toy, to a lovely still picture of him. And I finally said, all right, you're in. And he has a lovely pattern, vivid thumbprint shaped spots, contrasting beautifully with that lighter ground coat. You can't see it in this picture, but he does have a nice squareness to his muzzle, beautiful expression, and you can tell in the video that he has a very muscular, strong body. Today, this Aussie cat is my 14th best cat in Premiership. What a lovely Maine Coon. I was very impressed by the development of this guy. 2 years old, so he is getting close to his prime. Look how shaggy he is. Look how beautiful those classic tabby markings are. Nice squareness to his muzzle, the proper oblique cast to his eyes. Love the tufts on his ears. Just a stunning boy. Today, former boy. Today, my 13th best cat in Premiership. Stunning Norwegian forest cat. Look at that equilateral triangle head, the ears continuing the line of that triangle, beautifully set eyes, nice inverted V, gorgeous, rich red with a classic tabby pattern, contrasting with that sparkling white ruff and chest. This guy is an excellent example of a Norwegian forest cat approaching maturity, because this is a very slow maturing breed. He is today my 12th best cat in Premiership. What a lovely Cornish Rex. This guy has fabulous marcel waving everywhere. He is a black smoke, and the smoke undercoat for me just really emphasizes the waving even more. He's got a nice arch to his back, a nice tuck up, beautifully erect ears, the proper egg-shaped head, and round eyes. Just a lovely example today, my 11th best cat in Premiership. A gorgeous Korat with large, luminous green eyes. Coat has a silvery sheen to it. Look at the breadth of that chest. This is not a cat that you want to get into an argument with. And as someone who lives with a Korat, I can tell you they are not cats you ever want to get into an argument with. But this is a female. And look at the substance to her body. She is just amazing. I love the heart-shaped head and the sweet expression to her. Today, she is my 10th best cat in Premiership. American Bobtail. This guy has a wild look to him to perfection. He's got that brow that he needs, the hooded look to his eyes. The tabby markings to me just contribute further to that wild look. I like the breadth of his muzzle, the tail. It stands off from the body and it's just the right length. It's not too long, it's not too short. It is definitely a bobtail. He is beautifully presented. I love his expression. Today, he is my 9th best cat in Premiership. European Burmese. This is a breed that has more points on eye shape, set, and color than, I believe, any other breed. If you look at a European Burmese and you don't see large eyes that reach right out and grab you, it's not a good European Burmese. And this guy certainly has large eyes that reach out and grab you. They're beautifully set, and he has a sweet expression, a broad muzzle, a very substantial body, very well muscled. I love that pale lilac coloration that he has. Today, he is my 8th best cat in Premiership. Phenomenal Balinese. Look at that eye color. Look at the length to the neck, the furnishings on the ears, the feathering on the tail. Just a glorious example of what a Balinese is supposed to be. Beautiful pattern, gorgeous triangular head, ears continuing the line of that triangular head. Just a stunning cat. Today, my 7th best. This gorgeous exotic is reaching for the stars. Either that or it's a toy just out of sight. I love the glorious red pattern, the bullseye on its side, the sweet expression that was apparent in some of the other photos, beautiful roundness to his head, rich copper eyes, tiny little ears, everything you would want to see in a top quality exotic. It's all right here. And this is my 6th best cat in Premiership. Devon Rex with gorgeous, beautiful, low set ears, eyes, stunning definition to those 3 curves to the head, wave everywhere, no sparseness or bare spots. The coat has a lovely density to it, a nice broad chest, a slightly bow-legged stance that is so characteristic of the Devon Rex. Stunning example. This guy is my 5th best in Premiership. British Shorthair Neuter with a color and a pattern that takes my breath away because I am a sucker for bicolors in any breed. And I love the inverted V on this guy's head, the beautiful roundness to his head, the medium size to his ears. But most of all, I love that body. If you pick this guy up, he would have a lot of heft to him, a lot of substance, that broad chest and that strong torso. And you can tell that the coat is very dense. The British Shorthair has the densest coat of any of our breeds, and this coat is as dense as they come. I'd love the opportunity to run my fingers through it. Today, this guy is my fourth best cat in Premiership. I am in love with this girl. Another bicolor, another beautiful inverted V. Look how sweet her expression is, how intense her copper eyes are, how tiny and virtually non-existent her ears are, fitting beautifully into that round head. Her coat just goes on and on. Beautiful ruff, beautiful tail. She is just breathtaking, and she is my third best cat in Premiership. I love Oriental Longhairs. I briefly bred them, 2 whole litters, and this guy is just a phenomenal example. Look how flat his profile is. Look at the feathering on the tail, the silky coat, the beautiful body and boning, the nice triangular head in the ears, continuing the line of that triangle. Absolutely phenomenal. And this is a homemade picture. It's not a professional picture. I want to make a point of saying you can succeed in a virtual show with a homemade picture. Today, this guy is my second best in Premiership. Gorgeous ragdoll. Absolutely perfect, symmetrical inverted V, passing with the line of that inverted V passing through the perfect center of those vivid blue oval eyes, the medium-sized ears, the broad equilateral wedge, the beautiful full ruff, the coat lying close to the body, but with a full texture to it that you can see. This guy is one of the finest ragdolls that I have ever seen. My only regret is that I don't have the opportunity to handle him. Today, he is my very best cat in Premiership. I want to say another thank you to everybody on the Midwest Region show team. It was great to work with you. And thanks again to all the exhibitors who entered and who supported the Spectator's Choice voting.